And one leg is longer than the other one.
Oh, well, then we can't make you a suit.
know, right?
You should have told me that up front. We would have saved a lot of time. Okay, it's over. Turn off the lights. Right sleeve, 32.5. Let's go 32 left and right sleeve. And that's the normal watch size-wise?
Yeah, basically.
It's a big watch.
Dress watch that's a little bit smaller, but
Okay. So let's go 10 left cuff, and we'll go 9.5 right, 15 3/4 neck. Arms forward, right that. Shoulders forward. Posture, 2 3/4. Left shoulder. Well, let's go 2 3/4 left, 2.5 right. So this is our classic 38, and here's why we put a coat on you. So this is how we make the shoulder and the chest and armhole. It's a little higher. I'm going to trim your arm more than our standard.
okay,
So I'm going to take a little more out of here.
good.
So trim arm mod. You'll find that stuff down
And
the
you
bottom
can-
of the sheet. Yeah.
You can.
Well, because of your chest measurement,
Okay.
that's going to be trimmer too.
Okay, cool.
But you know what I like? I like the chest.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way, look, there's popping, and then so your left shoulder's lower than your right shoulder. That's creating the button in the buttonhole not lining up on a ready-to-wear jacket.
Oh,
This is the kind of thing you see in ready-to-wear, and nobody knows how to fix that.
interesting.
And it's the easiest thing to fix in the world. But if you look, you'll notice that the button is
It's
about
just that
a
much-
half-inch higher
yeah.
than the buttonhole.
Just that much.
So that can create a shift in the coat that's unflattering that nobody understands why it's happening.
Holy moly.
Yeah. So look at that. This is what you'll see on a lot of men's ready-to-wear. So you need a little of that. So move your right arm forward. That's why you need a little, so that it doesn't pull too much, but what you've got is more than a little. That's more than we want you to have, right? That. So we want that just a little cleaner, and how do we do that? Shortening this measurement right here, the back of the coat. So I'm going to give you a half back, Adrian. Let's go 17 1/4 half back.
Holy moly.
The gray shoe with the gray suit is stunning. There's hues or nuances of blue in that, which ties it all together. I love the silhouette of the pant. It's not too trim, but it's trim by suit standards.
Right.
Feels a little loose in the waist.
Yeah, we'll take it in if you can, just a little bit.
About a half inch, that where I'm pinching now.
Yep.
The shirt is 100% cotton, so it's going to shrink. It comes in a little bit big. In about 5 washings, it'll fit perfectly.
Okay.
So this is what I want to see. It looks great.
Cool.
So I've chosen this taupe tie to dress up the look. I don't know if you can see this, but the shirt's actually polka dot. We did a white collar, but not a white cuff. And the polka dot makes it a little more fun and less banker. My goal is to have you looking like a Swiss billionaire.
I'll take it.
Collar's a little big, but not too much. So that's the shrinkage allowance I want to see right there.
Good.
Because once that shrinks up, it'll be about a half inch smaller in the neck.
Perfect.
So this complements your tones. One of your followers mentioned something about you being washed out in a lighter gray suit. And I don't disagree with him, but if that were the case, you couldn't wear a light or a medium gray suit. And I don't subscribe to that at all. It's about breaking it up with color. The body of the shirt is what brings color into the ensemble. And then the tie kills it. I love this
Nice.
tie. It's not for everybody, but that's my idea of a good time. All right, here we go.
Look at the lining. I want you guys to see this lining.
So I love this lining.
Yeah.
It reminds me of one of my nightgowns when I was a little girl.
Nice.
Right?
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yes. I don't know how you should feel. Okay.
Holy smokes.
So this looks like you were tailored on Savile Row. Period. That's it. This is exactly what I want you to look like. I love the cutaway collar,
Holy moly.
but I see the need for 2 little tweaks.
Okay.
This is it. So I think the sleeve length is spot on. We make this cuff a little bigger for your watch. I want to bring the silhouette in just a little more.
Cool.
And what I'm pinching is a total of maybe 3/4 of an inch. Remember when we talked about the button stance and
Yep.
the pulling, one button not matching the other, the
Yeah.
buttonhole? So that's what I'm seeing right here with the whiskers.
Okay.
So your left shoulder's a little bit lower, it's creating that.
Oh, I totally, because if I do this, it gets worse.
Yep.
If I go back this
Yep.
way, it fixes it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I want to take this in a little bit. Will you call Lily, our tailor? And then there's just the slightest little collar roll. If you want to look at this right here, and it's so slight. We're just going to take this up into the collar just a little bit and make it perfectly clean. And we do that by opening this seam. And generally that's pretty standard operation. But that's it. Right, so we already talked about what we see, what we like, and what we don't like. We're going to shorten the trousers. There's a button stance or button placement issue, about a 1/2 inch.
Okay.
We're going to check sleeves. Because one minute they look perfect, and the next I feel like maybe we want to
Okay.
shorten left just a hair,
Yeah.
maybe. Make sure it's not the watch.
Okay.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah. Yeah, it feels significant, but it feels light.
Well, it's a year-round weight.
Yeah, it doesn't feel crunchy or like, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like,
Yeah.
it feels like I'm wearing a shirt more than I'm wearing a jacket.
Right on. But this is as dressy as it gets. You've got the white collar,
Yeah.
the solid satin tie. You mean business right now.
Okay.
These are minor adjustments
Yeah.
and the kind of thing we expect. And normally we have this done in about a week. But in your case, since you're down in San Diego and I'm up here,
Exactly.
we're going to have it ready tomorrow morning.
Special treatment. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we chatted a little bit about that, and then normally, you know, fitting, and then if there's any alterations after that, it takes, like you said, like a week.
Generally a week. The total process generally takes 7 to 8 weeks.
We're gonna take the waist in just a little bit too, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Lily, he thinks his pants might fall down if we don't take the waist in.
Okay. Okay.
We don't think that's a good look, and it's not really good for our brand or image.
Just like that.
Yeah, that way
You
I
feel
know.
like
Yep, I
better,
feel it's
right?
more secure.
After 3/4, is that what it is?
Yeah. The seat is perfect.
And those shoes are sick.
And they're comfortable, right?
Yeah, they really are.
Keep in mind, they're slick, so they need to be scuffed up outside.
Yep.
Or you'll slip and fall.
What do you think?
I'm into
yeah.
it. I'm into it, but not too much, because
Yeah.
I sort of like the
Yeah.
panache of the width just a little bit.
Yeah, we can
So-
take it in a little bit, you think?
Yeah.
From the
Okay,
knee
the
down.
knee
From
down,
the
okay,
knee down.
perfect. I'm glad
Yes,
you said that.
Yeah.
The shirt looks perfect, right?
He's kind of cute for a dude. What do you think, Lily? Should
I
we do
think
it?
it's good. Should
You
do
do?
it. Yeah.
But you always say nice things. You never say, Daniel, you're a hack. You should become a dog walker. You never say things like that.
They're more in front of me than like directly on the side of me.
So we do a besom pocket
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And it feels like your hand just,
naturally.
yeah, instead of it reaching back to have the pocket like back here, they're a little bit more forward, and it just is so comfortable.
Yeah. Also, this pocket can keep the pen more flattly.
Yeah, and they don't end up billowing and
Yeah.
puckering out on the sides
Yeah.
like that.
come work for us. You're way too excited about these
That's
pockets.
very cool.
So I love the pop of color.
Mm-hmm.
Again, kind of breaking up the monotony of the softer tones. I'm with you. I like that that's different.
Yeah.
I like the green. It's like the perfect green. If it were a deep green or an emerald green, it would not look nice at all.
Mm-hmm.
But the pop is refreshing, right? So let's do lavender shirt and the next tie run.
Okay.
And the lavender shirt, I don't think people realize lavender's everyone's color. That looks tremendous on you.
That looks great.
I'm tapering the sleeve just a little bit at the bicep. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit more. So kind of like how I'm holding the sleeve is how I want it to finish. And that's just taking this seam in from elbow to the sleeve head right here. Again, minor surgery, but important. And then the adjustments we're making today go in your file. So the next time,
Yeah, good.
there's either less tailoring on the back end and or you walk out with it.
Right.